Today we're going to be checking out Equus Asinus by Men I Trust. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I looked it up. That is actually Latin for donkey, which is interesting. And then she's also dropping 2 albums this year. And the second album is called something else, but that one's Latin for horse. I've listened to a couple Men I Trust albums. I've heard Uncle Jazz and Untourable album. We're a little late to this album as well. Came out March 19th. And I was on vacation when this dropped. Random. She dropped it on a Wednesday. Random as hell. But yeah, obviously I couldn't make a video while I was on vacation, so here we are. But if you want to see this video uncut, it'll be on Patreon, link in bio. Track 1 is like Come With Mud. Was very cute. It sounds like she's taking a like a folk kind of route with this album. This doesn't sound like dream pop at all. It doesn't sound like dream pop, you know. I think I feel like it sounds like is folk the right word? Is folk the right word? Because I don't know what folk is. Is folk like it's not country, but it's not rock. It's like a weird middle ground. I mean, it's not rock at all. I don't know what folk is. It sounds like what folk would sound like to me, though. You know, I like the very long intro and the very long outro, and the song is kind of like settled in between. I think it's an interesting layout. Track 2 is All My Candles. All My Candles too. Light this bitch up.
I go through the drawers, spend my teens a fool. Let my mother down. Did I miss the last train home? Too late. Too late to change.
Sounds like she's like just regretting a lot of things since her childhood. Spent my teens a fool. I'm a mother down. Few days no school. I feel like that's a very human thing to think about. You know, it's a very human thing to think about. Sometimes I go through my memories and I'm like regretting things, and but then again, you just can't change that. You know, you just can't change it. Like the past is the past. Where like all you can do now is like focus on the future and change the future. You know. Track 3 is Bethlehem.
I see myself beyond Bedlands, into the light of womanhood. A solid flight, beacon of sight. A bar of flames for heaven's fire.
Best song yet, for sure. Best song yet. Kind of a mood switch too. Kind of a mood switch from the track 2. That's cool. I don't know what Bethlehem is, but I want to go there. You know what I'm saying? I want to go there. I swear I could hear like a marimba in the background as she was singing, like almost like tuned up with her in a way. Like I heard someone on the marimba like hitting the notes she was hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like on her voice. I like that touch a lot. That's cool. I also like that weird instrumental towards like the 3rd quarter of the album or the song. Track 4 is Frostbite.
Harley steering hill, bars of their bear, and I wonder, all things emptier, no more crucifix on names.
A very wintry song for sure. I think it's a perfect name for that song. Frostbite. Perfect name for it, you know. I wonder what that means. She says, trapped in the claws of the bear, and I wonder, will all things be empty again? All things be empty again. What does the bear represent here? Is she talking about like trapped in the claws of the bear? Maybe guilt? Maybe the bear is guilt? I don't know. This song felt more cryptic for me. This song felt more cryptic. But I love how it sounded though. I love how it sounded. Track 5 is Heavenly Flow.
Why don't you see how much you mean to me? So near to all my unity. Heavenly flow. Why don't you see how much you mean to me?
That was great. That was great. That was like that might have been Burrow. I feel like she keeps one-upping her own songs. She keeps one-upping her songs over and over again, over and over again. Like, this is the best song. Actually, no, this is the best song. Like, it keeps getting better and better. Hands down the best song, though, for sure. For sure. I feel like this album has a lot of, like religious tones that I wasn't expecting. Bethlehem, you know? Very, like, religious themed. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that, but I wasn't expecting that for sure. Not that there's anything wrong with that, obviously. I'm just, it's an interesting theme. I've never heard her cover, though. Track 6 is The Landkeeper.
Morning dew on cherry trees, fruits that carry tears instead of sowing seeds. And he lives on this soil, both far and not. I thread around. I found myself.
This one was an interesting song. Not a favorite, but I like the theme a lot. It sounds like she's talking about. It sounds like she's talking from like a higher power perspective or something. Gentle hands that shaped the earth, alive and gave it worth, with love a lasting birth. Like, I found myself at home, away from home. This soil both far and known. The sun intones as life and death goes on. Is she like talking from like God's perspective or something? That's cute. Not a favorite, but it's cute. I like it. Full box. Track 7.
And I float on the road. I'm sick like you were born. I remember tired shot a cannonball. Please be careful what you wish for. You're faithful as a dog, and I'm your fun and name to call these things the same.
I like the song a lot. I like the meaning of the song a lot. I think the flow. Or okay, let me start positive. Okay, it sounds like she's like definitely still in touch with this guy that she's in love with. Or maybe not in love with anymore. She's glad for his existence. She says, "I'm still glad you were born. I remember it all, but in my weak chest a thorn. I'm a tired child, a cannonball." Basically, like I'm glad that you were part of my life at some point, but like we are just different now. You know, we were different. We are in different paths now. You know, like you're still a square one though, and I'm not. You know. That's an interesting, yeah, that's an interesting, I like that. I like that theme a lot. I like that a lot. As a song though, like song wise, I think that it could grow on me. I think the flow was like awkward here and there. It's hard to follow. That's my nitpick for that song. My nitpick. Track 8's Paul's theme. Is Paul the guy on the cover? I hope so. That was a cute song. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Ugh. Brain soothing, bro. Brain soothing ass song. I like that. I liked it a lot. The whole song was in French, and I had no idea what she was saying. Petit homme masque vex tu. And I put it into Spanish to English, and it says, "Little man, but what do you want? Little man, what do you want? Little man, what do you want?" Is Paul the little man? Is Paul the little man? Paul's not the guy on the cover then for sure, because he doesn't look little. Girl 2025. That is not Men I Trust.
Stories about a better place to be. Et t'entendras plein d'endroits. C'est le malheur ou bien la chance. Et je n'ai pas encore trouvé.
Very weird song. Like, genuinely weird. That guy killed it, though. That guy killed it. Whoever that guy was, the lead vocalist there. I heard her in the background, Men I Trust in the background. No idea who that was. But he kind of killed it. The first song was cool. The first part of it was cool. And then they started speaking, almost Spanish. They started speaking French at the end. I'm not going to translate all that because I don't really feel like it. I don't know. Is that the first ever, like, feature I've ever heard from Men I Trust? I think it's the first ever like feature song I've ever heard. I think she always makes music by herself, like no features. Yeah, absolutely, positively was not expecting that. Track 10's Burrow.
Billy Fool, timeless and fine. The room renewed. Eyes like a thief, sorely will be missed. No grief around.
Okay, I probably interpreted that song so wrong, so wrong. Is he telling this guy to go to hell? Like he's basically on his way to hell. Like that's what it sounded like to me. Mercy, you sorely will be missed down here. Down where, bro? You know, it's giving me that religious vibe again. I like how the song sounds cheerful and happy, like la la la, but then it's talking about maybe possibly talking about this guy going to hell. Like I said, I could be completely wrong with that. I could be completely wrong. So I apologize if I am. But song wise, goated. Track 11 is Unlike Anything.
Everything is balanced shining here. When my hand's gone, you'll be the same. You can hear the rain. Oh, tell me how far should I go? And you meet me like in your day. You wish for shelter so you can hear the rain.
Yeah. Damn. For Unlike Anything, it sounds similar to track 7 in like theme, talking about this guy basically being like just unchanged, you know. What was the line she said? You wish for with all things new, brighter than the one. I would fall like a child I was before I knew. You know, like before she realized how like bad this guy is. But yeah, similar theme to Purple Box. Just basically saying like I have grown past this guy and he's not changed. I don't like music. Same.
I don't like music. Shouldn't for it, but it's gone. You don't leave a nick on your lip. Can tolerate it all at once. I don't like music.
I'm very lost in the song. Very lost. Very, very lost. The first line of the song, I don't like music, why can't I care? I lost the gold on my wrist, should send for it. And then she says in the fifth corner, I see you juggling with all your precious truths. Basically like, hey, I see you like trying to like formulate together a truth even though you're just a liar. And then I just don't get the lyrics at all. The song sounds cute, right? The song sounds cute. Lyric wise, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. Like straight up, it's like a different language to me. I don't really get the meaning. Maybe she's like tired of her old music, because maybe that reminds her of him. Oh, okay, that's probably what it is. That might be what it is. Track 13 is Moon 2. Instrumental track. Kind of a vibe. I like that. Kind of a vibe. I was my window's open right now. My like small window above my door here, not door, above my computer here. I was staring at the trees. It's windy out right now. The trees are just swaying. I just like zoned out, stared at them for a good minute for the whole song basically. This is a vibe. This is a vibe. I like it. Cool little background noise. Cool little like kind of like elevator music. I don't know. It's very very weird feeling. Gave me this weird kind of grim feeling. Like it wasn't like a summer vibe, you know. It was more just like a kind of a like unsettling. Track 14, What Matters Most. Oh, another instrumental track. I don't think I've ever heard two instrumental tracks at the end of an album before. That was different. I think I almost prefer Moon 2 over though. I prefer Moon 2 over that though. Like I think they could definitely cut. She could have definitely cut 14 and just left 13 as the last track. I feel like this is the first ever Men I Trust album that sounds like like an actual like project. That sounds kind of rude, but this is the first album I feel like that's had like a full on theme to it. Yeah, this one has a very like biblical vibe every once in a while, very biblical themes. It sounds like the album cover. It sounds like the album cover. Honest to God, I like the songs track 7 and track 10. I like the themes where she's talking about like basically growing out of this guy, but still kind of having feelings for him a little bit, and also still like appreciating his existence, but like also like just saying like it's crazy how like she's grown, but then like he hasn't. It's like a lot of themes like that. I definitely miss a lot of the biblical references. I'm not really like huge on religion like that, so I definitely miss them. Honestly, first half of the album's great. First half of the album is strong. Favorite song's Heavenly Flow for sure. Heavenly Flow is so good. Heavenly Flow and Bethlehem are both like the best songs for me. Frostbite's good. All My Candles, I Come With Mud. Yeah, I don't know. Very consistent. Very consistent. I might just leave it there. For sure gonna check out her next album. Thank you for watching me this far. Comment below what you think of this album. If you guys gonna comment, like, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.